Alright, now we're going to be playing as Alan. So, as you probably already figured it out, Alan and Saga have different inventories.
Oh, fuck. Was I on a talk show tonight? Waking up in places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids. Had I already done the show? Was that a recording?
And as usual, our house band, the old gods of Asgard, is here. Take it away, you crazy Vikings!
As I was saying, the inventories are separate for these characters, so you don't have to ever really worry about, you know, conserving items with one character or the other. I love these segments, by the way. These live action segments, I think they're freaking incredible. But we're gonna have to skip. Skip again.
Hello?
For Alan,
I'm losing it.
I
Something's not right
believe.
here. I needed to get home. To Alice.
Let me go this way. Nope.
What the hell was that interview? Some kind of joke? Initiation? I never wrote a book called Initiation. This
665.
felt like a bad dream. Could make
That's
a
the
good horror
code.
story. Old Gods of Asgard. That name sounded familiar. I was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Door before. None of it felt right. Was I losing my mind? There was something here. A broken transmission I couldn't
So we
quite
do
make
have to
out.
watch these.
What was that? A message? Impossible to say.
I think. Let me see if it plays again. No, it doesn't. Okay. It should reset in a bit. But that is one of the missable trophies and achievements. Like if you don't end up watching those sections.
There was something in the studio with me. I had to get out.
Skip again. One more time.
I had been writing. Initiation. You must write to escape.
One more skip.
A plot board for... I couldn't leave. This wasn't the way out.
Time for a skip.
Welcome back! Thank you, thank you, thank you! Oh, you're too kind. Welcome back. We have a great show for you here tonight. We'll treat all you Alex Casey fans out there. Alex Casey himself is here tonight. That's right. Sam Lake, ladies and gentlemen. The actor who has given his face to the famous detective in the film series. And of course we have...
I don't think we can skip
Alan
this.
Wake here.
Or maybe we can. I don't
The
know.
writer, the books, the films are based on. Let's do this!
There we go.
Welcome back to the show.
All right, skip again.
This nightmare again? I'm caught in a loop. I needed to get the hell out of this building. Alive this time. I had to find my way home to Alice.
Okay. I think the code changes again. Let me just double check. 6. No, it's 565. 565. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, I remember this. You just gotta do this part. Once you're done with this part, you can start switching back and forth between Alice. I mean, not Alice. Alan and Saga, and you get the item boxes. So that's when you can start storing all your supplies. Okay. I don't think there's anything in here. Yep.
Ah, Lorraine! There you are, Tom. Oh, not so much evil that not a bit of good as well. Not one of it.
Didn't mean to be rude. Just opening up these doors so we don't have to keep doing this big old lap around every time we do this. Okay, that's the stage. Let's go talk to him.
Hey, I can't seem to find my way out of here. Can you point me to the exit?
No totta helvetissä.
What do you want me to get from the basement? And my name's Alan, not Tom.
Joo, mutta katoppa kun... Here's the key.
Taking the key.
Have we met before? Are you trapped in the dark place too?
You remember Ahti, the janitor? You can't be...
I've been trying to find a way to escape the dark place. Any suggestions?
He who mouths about his...
Skip,
The
skip, skip.
janitor was a bit out there, but still a friendly face. I had to trust the basement would get me out of here.
Oh.
I needed to find the basement the janitor mentioned.
Yeah, I think we get our flashlight. Okay. Yeah, this is where we get our flashlight.
An old lamp in a shoebox. Was this what the janitor had left for me?
All right, pick up our lamp.
I felt a magnetic pull between the lamp and the light overhead.
Okay, let me see.
Whoa! When the light jumped into my lamp, the whole room changed. Like something in a dream. Opening a way forward, the lamp was humming. The bulb glowed. It held the light now.
As we began, works of fiction.
A talk show host?
Maybe there is a gleam of truth to be unearthed from these tales. Rare glimpse into the unseen realities beyond our own, offering us intriguing avenues.
I felt another surge from the lamp. I could use it again.
Here's Auntie. Okay, I'm trying to remember where to go. Maybe I'm supposed to use it down there. No, yeah, I'm supposed to use it down there. Yeah, basically, I'm trying to remember the steps between the differences in Alan and Saga, because most of the unlockables with Alan are not trophies and achievements, except for like a handful. Just do 1 or 2. But I do remember that some of his upgrades require you to put some like serious points into some of his skills. Then Alan gets broken. Like he gets stupid strong. Here, let me put it back. Actually, was I paying? No, I wasn't paying attention at all. There we go.
The glow in the lamp went out, shifting the light in the room.
Here we go.
The light carved out something new from the darkness.
Okay, we're good to go. I don't remember if the chapter ends upon switching the light. Or you have to play out the whole segment. This TV segment here. Okay, no. I don't want to mess with that. There was a TV you weren't supposed to watch until you were ready, because if you watched it too soon, it jumped you to the next chapter and you missed out one of the collectibles with Alan. I think it was the TV show.
I needed to find another way out.
Here, let me just try this real fast. Okay, yeah, we're ending the chapter then. Any light for this? Oh, okay. Let me see if I can grab it from here. If I can't, I'm gonna have to go a long way in. I think that was one of the things I didn't quite like about this game, is there's certain segments where like you think like, oh, maybe it's this way, and it's not. It just loops you around.
The dark place wants to drown me.
End of parts. Yeah, I think at this point we can start jumping back and forth between Ellen and Saga now. Pretty sure. Okay. I'm going to make a manual save, so I'm going to censor here. And I'm going to take a quick break. Alright, so I had to make a quick cut here. I had to turn the game off. I got disconnected from the internet too, so that pretty much got me off the game. I am also going to make another cut to the earlier segment of this same video.
The payphone was ringing. Somehow I knew the call was for me.
Hold on. Because I already uploaded part 1, I'll do it on this video instead of going back and adjusting part 1. I'm going to skip this. There we go.
The man had said Caldera Street Station. I had to go there.
The lunchbox that I missed in the beginning areas of Cauldron Lake, it's to the slight left of the map where you find where you start the game.
The Caldera Street Station sign was there, but the entrance was missing. I had to make it appear. Maybe I could use the lamp to reveal the station entrance.
Let me go get the light here. But basically, yeah, the biggest issue is that I didn't quite remember where all the lunchboxes were, so I had to go find them.
It could not be opened on this side.
And the one that I missed at the beginning, unfortunately, it's one of those situations where, like, oh yeah, I forgot about it. But luckily, you can get everything in terms of the lunch. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. What's this? Luckily, you can grab everything at any stage of the game. So if you did miss it because you were just following along exactly what I was showing on part 1, I will make a cut, and I'll mention it again when the cut happens, for that part of the game, so that you can just basically follow along from that segment and get it all again. If it's not caught then either, you can get it again later on, like pretty much part 5. So let me bring up the map. All right, you got to get a map of this place. So you do got to watch these TVs here.
This is real. A nightmare dimension, an ocean of darkness. Remember, its dark energy can make art come true, make dreams and nightmares come true. Yes, I can use this. I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous.
Unfortunately, you do have to watch all of this for it to register.
Devour me. Become me.
And once you get it, it'll become a part of your set. But you basically need all 9 as part of the trophies and achievements. The Writer's Journey. The first one was part of the story, so you can't really miss this one. This one is a missable one, but you can get it easily. Just make sure you grab it before you come get your pistol. So for Alan's upgrades, I'm gonna skip this by the way.
Casey! Damn it.
I think it's this way. For Alan's upgrades, you gotta find those I forgot what the specific thing is called, but it's like a circle.
Dying in this alley in a dream I had. He was just gonna keep killing me here, loop by loop. You're not gonna get what you want. You think you know. You know shit. You don't really want to know. You're gonna get what's coming to you.
Okay. And now we can fight back. Not like we were really fighting anything to begin
Echo
with.
of the books I had written for years. Picking up Casey's gun felt like I was assuming the role of the detective.
If I remember right, there is a upgrade for Alan around here. I think it might be in there, honestly. Yeah, it's in there.
I had a light now. I needed to get back to the subway station entrance.
Yeah, if we go back there, we're gonna get attacked. Yeah, there's an upgrade in here. Is it up here? No, it should be in here. There it is.
There was something hidden here, a phrase repeated over and over. The words resonated with meaning. Had I written this?
The same area? Yes, it is. We just looped around. Okay. Make sure to collect as many as you can of those.
Shit. With the alley in darkness now, restless shadows block my way.
Let's see. If I remember right, the easy way to tell if it's an actual enemy or not is if you'll see an item kind of to the right. Yeah, that one's fake. That one's fake as well. Like you see an actual like physical item kind of floating there. That's how you know they're real or not. Let's see. One of these guys is real. I think the guy on the right is real. That way you don't have to waste your flashlight.
Oh, fuck!
Unreal? Yes, it is. Yeah.
The shadows
You can-
faded out. Until they didn't. They were trying to stop me.
There we go.
With the gun and flashlight, I could fight back.
Gotta destroy that. Alright. go.
I could use the light to open the subway entrance now.
Can't tell if this guy's real or not. I always got confused with these guys. I think he might be real. He's not disappearing. Or he's gone now. Do come back here, though. There's another word of power over here. I think it's right over here. There it is. There we go. Yeah, grab as many as you can. So words of fix. Increases, no. Not really. Yeah, those are kind of worthless. Words of the gun. That one's okay. A little bit better. Not good. That one's not good at all. You don't really need the flare gun. This one's good. This one's pretty good. And this one is kind of situational. I wouldn't do that one either. Words of aid. Nope. 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 That one's, I mean, I guess you could grab it if you really wanted to. This one is good. Magic Pocket is good. The additional charges of the flashlight, not really. This one's good. No. Not really. Words of the lamp. This is okay. No. This one's very good. Lucky Strike is very good. Yeah, so I would definitely, if you're not too sure on your upgrades, just hold off on getting them and then get them later on. You can always upgrade later, and the good thing about Alan is that he's just as powerful as Saga without having to be limited to upgrades with the lunch boxes, because you basically get all your upgrades in your main game. Here, I'm gonna just blitz through his segment here because we do want to get those boxes unlocked, the storage boxes. The sooner we can get those, the faster we can start saving resources. I think there might have been an enemy behind me.
I needed to find another light to go deeper inside.
Yeah, we have to go back out. There's the map. Should be right here on Ocean Avenue. Actually, let me run over there right now real fast. Just to make sure I get it for the clip later on, the map location. Is this guy real? Nope. Alright. TV was over here. Right here. Alright. Yeah, for Alan, if I remember right, his limited supply item, because I think he only gets flash grenades like towards the very end. But for Alan, his limited supply item is like the super flare or something like that. I forgot what was like the specific name of it, but it's like the superior version of the hand flare. Like that's the item that he gets, that he only gets a limited supply of in the game. The regular flare is you know, your bread and butter item, and you get a bunch of those, so you don't have to worry about conserving that item. Oh, not this way. There is another word of power. I think it's up there. We'll get to it right now. I'm just trying to navigate. Oh, and a word of caution. The words of power.
I've written books about Alex Casey for years.
Hold on.
Something lingered here.
I want to make sure I don't get
From a half-forgotten
beat to death
story.
here. I died a ton when I was playing Xylan. Okay, it's fake. This one's probably fake too. Yeah. As I was saying, yeah, the words of power, you don't get enough in the game to actually unlock all the upgrades, so don't. Oh, that reminds me, we got to make our hotkeys here too. Okay, quick slots. Again, you're free to quick slot whatever you want. Quick slot over here. That's batteries. Okay. So if you're not entirely comfortable on getting something early, don't do it until later. Like, you don't have to force yourself. You gotta align the camera with that.
Rain tried to wash away the sins of this city. But some sins, the evidence of the crimes committed, could never be erased. Not by the rain, or any amount of therapy from Dr. Jack Daniels. It remained bruises under my skin, like tattoos. Bruises in my soul.
I think that one might be real right there. Oh, I guess none of them are. There's been times where I've made mistakes where I just kind of ran into them, not like assuming they weren't real, and I just get beat to death. Okay, I think that's around it.
Careful now.
Okay, there's another word of power here. Luckily, those arrows, whenever that you see them, it's a good indicator that there's a word of power nearby. Okay, we came from there. The safe zone. Okay. So these shoe boxes is how you make a lot of supplies spawn for you. So always make absolute certain that you do. Here, I'm gonna do 20 rounds. Actually, less than that. So I'm gonna do one spare round, one spare clip. I mean, put one of these here. These here. Organize the box however you want. What I tend to do, because I don't like the way this navigation system's built, it's pretty bad. So because you always start on your gear, whatever you need the fastest access to, put it immediately to this row here. What you're going to have a lot less access to, or a lot less of, or if you have a lot of that particular item, put it farther to the left. So you don't have to worry about, using it or having to navigate all the way out here to grab it. But yeah, make it a very strong habit to just store as much as you can possibly feel comfortable storing away, and just run on the lowest amount of supplies that you possibly can for as long as you can, because the game is designed to like give you supplies, because it's thinking like, hey, listen, like the player doesn't have a lot. They're not going to be able to beat the game if they don't get any supplies. So you can trick it into thinking that you have nothing, but you have a stupid amount of supplies like saved up. And by having a lot of supplies saved up, you basically just start farming like a monster amount of supplies. Like right now, this is going to have a lot of supplies in here. There we go. And I'm at 9 rounds. I'm going to go dump this off again. my general rule of thumb for hoarding supplies is just do a one full clip in your weapon, whatever your primary one is, and then like half a clip or one more full clip. So like I would be comfortable doing a full 6 rounds in the revolver, then another 6 rounds spare, and that's it. And then everything else, anything above that, start saving it. Once you start getting into the 20 rounds on hand, always make a round trip to go stash it, because if you don't stash your items, every time you open up a box, it's not going to have anything in there. Let's go over here.
Hello?
Oh, hey, Alan. You snuck up on me.
Sorry. Have we met?
Memory problems again, huh? Yeah, we've met.
Yeah, I'm
Tim
trying.
Riker.
There we go.
We've shared notes.
I've yet to play the
Making a
DLC,
map.
Trying to. It's hard to map a dream, though.
and I just saw that it's on
Who's this
sale, so I
mystery man?
may actually just buy
It
it,
wouldn't be much of a mystery if I knew.
and just make a guide on it as well.
Oh, that's my crazy wall. I'm just trying to make sense of things. Don't judge me.
I'll trade you walls any day.
Okay, it's another map. This is the map of the roof, I think. Yeah, the rooftop. Oh, this is the studio. Luckily, the map tells you a general location of where your words of power are going to be. So that's a word of power right there. In here. This is pretty new, actually. What is that? Point of interest? Oh, yeah. Whole map here. Yeah, I definitely have to go back and play the... Well, I think the epilogue was added not that long ago. I'm sorry, like a few months after the game came out. I've yet to play it, so if the game actually does end, like a true definitive end to Alan Wake 2, I still have to play that. So even if it doesn't have any trophies and achievements, I probably will record it and just include it in here, because I played the base game when it had just like the base ending. I'm gonna put 5. See, and this is what I mean, like organization of this is really important, because you get to the point where you're just going to basically be just moving way too far to the left to grab like 5 pistol rounds, and that's it. You're good to, you're backing away after that. Okay, so okay. That's right. I remember how the upgrade system works now. You got to find enough of a series of words of power in order to be able to get the upgrade for that series of word of power. And then once you have enough, you can obviously get the upgrade or not. So that was a word of the lamp. Let's look at our map. And that has been cleared now. But we do have an echo here. So let's see what that is. I think it's up there. I think that was the one we saw just now. Yeah, there it is. So we have to go stand up there to watch it. We did see that one already, so it shouldn't be on the map anymore. That's fine, I guess. I guess they just replay as long as like you've seen it once, I guess. But yeah, the infinite ammo, well, not infinite ammo, but like high ammo restocking is like the best and strongest ability you will have with both Alan and Saga, because you just start accumulating an insane, like an absolute insane amount of supplies. It'll get to the point where you get so much you have to start using the weapons because you just don't have any more storage. And in the example of Saga, who gets better weapons than Alan does, you definitely want to use as much as you possibly can of the weaker weapons, and then just save your best ammo for like the really tough fights. This is why like the combat segments with the combat segments with Alan just suck, but they're super easy with Saga, because she just gets an arsenal of weapons. Okay, so I'm gonna go drop this off. Look at that. Now we literally have 50 pistol rounds already stocked up. Let me put some of that. Oh wait, that's a 50 stack? Okay, so you can only stack 50. And again, I'm playing on hard. So this is I mean, if it's not clear enough already, like this is why this is going to be an easy run. And you never have to worry about ammo or any supply for that matter. If you're not too confident in your aim, with whatever weapon you want to farm ammo for, because the game will drop ammo for whatever weapon you're primarily using. So if I were to start using another weapon and stash my pistol or whatever, once you unlock new ones later on, it will start giving me that stuff. So if you don't ever feel comfortable or confident, so look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go back and drop this off. I learned this trick pretty late into my game. Like I don't remember how I stumbled upon it. I think I might have just been, you know, being tactful and just being like, hey, I'm gonna save a little bit here and there just in case I ever need it. And then I realized, oh wait, you can actually exploit this. And once you start exploiting it, you're playing a different game at that point. All right, let's go 5 rounds. And it's also, just in case it wasn't clear, you do have to store your stuff. The game would have stopped dropping ammo by now if I was not storing my ammo. Thankfully too is that as you're fighting enemies, even if you don't find like loot boxes and containers, the game will still make the enemies drop ammo for you. That's why like in my earlier clips with Saga, I was trying to loot bodies, because they do drop it too. Hold on, as soon as you turn that light off, enemies will spawn here, so let's look around for a bit. Just for some containers. The containers themselves I don't think they appear on your map. Like the ammo containers and whatnot. I could be wrong, like maybe with that one upgrade. Okay, so Alan gets flash grenades. I can't quite for certain say that he does get them as an infinite item. I could be wrong on that, so I don't recommend you save. I don't recommend you risk using them if you want to make sure you have them for later on. Let me open this gate. I'm going to store a little bit of the ammo I just picked up right now. And I know it's a little annoying just to see me running back and forth like this. But I am prepping significantly for the mid-game for Alan. Because it's no joke. Alan's combat areas, they suck. Like, you're going to run through some issues. That's why his Word of Power abilities give you superior skills than they do with Saga. Because Saga's upgrades are all completely tied to her weapons. And that's why her game segments are a lot easier. Because you basically just, you know, use whatever weapon you... Actually, hold on. This is fine, actually. I'm not quite certain on the flash grenades, the flashbangs. They may be a respawnable item for Alan. I forgot which of the two characters. I think it's Alan that doesn't get them again. Or it's Saga that doesn't get them again. So once you get them, like, that's really about it. Okay, so let's do the small combat zone. As long as, like, you aim your shots well. Try to aim for the head. You can take them down pretty quickly. Like I said, because I'm low on ammo, technically, the game will give me an item drop upon taking down the first enemy. So that's another great way to start farming items. It's not 100% drop rate though. It's like, I want to say 60-70%. So every so often when you're doing a farm loop, the game doesn't give you anything. All right. Is this the real guy? Yep. Okay. All right. Let's reload.
The story will go on forever.
Come on.
It never was a story.
Ooh, that's close. He almost hit me. Alright, let's reload. You know, the way out... Oh, my God. Quite a few enemies. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. There is a word of power in there, by the way, so... we will have to come back for that. Okay, I'm gonna give him a second right now, and then I'm gonna run back in there because I do want that. Because if I remember right, we don't ever have a reason to go back there. Is this guy real? Yeah, he's real. Can't tell who's real here. Was that it? Alright, sweet. So yeah, 3 headshots with the revolver, you do take out the enemies. So as long as you land them, you'll be good. Where's that word of power? It should be right around. There it is. Word of the gun has been found. Alright, so now we're in a very good spot. Obviously the game is, you know, saying that we're in a bad spot, but we're really not. Like, we're actually in a really good spot. I don't recommend you explore too much while playing as Alan, because you will come back. So you always come back to these spots anyway, and the items don't change. Okay. Look at
The
that.
gates to the platform were closed. I had a ticket.
Let me just make sure I got everything here. All right.
Something about the station platform felt significant. It would work in my writing, but I needed more. Something lingered here. A half-forgotten memory. An echo.
An FBI agent had come here before me on the trail of a murder cult. He'd gone missing, presumed dead. The cult was leaving me clues to follow, connecting the dots from one murder to the next, inviting me to draw an obscene picture on the city map. Caldera Street Station. The name made me think of the exit wound of a bullet.
I had a flash of inspiration. The ghost of my fictional detective. A story thread I could use in my writing.
Now, one of the good things about this part of the game is that it's pretty linear. Like this part of the specific area in the game. It is a little confusing though, because if you don't get all the collectibles before finishing this chapter, it almost makes it seem like you can't come back. You can. You just got to mess around with the map of the... When you go into your map in Alan's mine, that's the like the way you make the changes. What am I supposed to do? I know I'm supposed to turn off one of the lights. I think from here. Here, let me see. There we go. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's right. We go to the plot board. That's what we do. Yep.
I had a story thread. I would put them together, write them into my story to create a path deeper into the dark place. Things clicked into place. The story rang true. I was making progress. The dark place reacted to my story. The way into the tunnels was no longer blocked.
I would definitely check everything here because I remember from other playthroughs that there was very missable, easy to grab items that I just completely missed because I didn't bother checking certain segments. The one thing I will say I don't remember is if you do not search the... Because I know there's multiple paths when you're doing the writer's plots. I don't remember if you had to switch the plot board on every story loop. Some of them you did, some of them you didn't.
The Fed had glimpsed into the maw of darkness. It swallowed him whole. The tracks led into the tunnel. That was my way forward.
Should be a save point here. And in that save point, again, the key is to stock up. We're using save points to stock up on items.
The trail continued deeper into darkness.
Anybody real here? We'll deal with them in a bit. Yeah, I think it's a save point over here. Yeah, there it is. I can see it.
Shit. I don't like the sound of that.
Alright, so let me just make sure there's no items here. Okay. Time to store some ammo. Okay, so that becomes a 5 stack. Yeah, once I get a full stack of something, I'm going to put it like way out here. Just because like I don't need it anymore. And the more immediate stacks, I'm going to have those closer just so I can fill them up a bit quicker. Alright. Okay, I think that is the maximum I get for... No. Okay, so that goes up to 4 at the least. It might go higher. But okay, let's keep going. But hopefully with this, it's become very clear what the strategies need to be to farm up a bunch of items. Like, come on. We're almost at 100 pistol rounds this early in the game. Like, what? What? And it's just the way we're gonna be doing this. Like, okay, I think we're good. I think. Yeah, we're good. Make sure there's nothing here. Yeah, there's nothing here. All right. For the flashlight, you could wait until you need to reload it. I mean, you could reload it earlier than needing full battery pack, but really no point. Just, you know, the fact that the battery fully recharges it, you don't have to really risk about not having enough battery. Let me see, just make sure there's nothing here. Actually, let's check. Oh, here we go. The map. While we're here, Let me check the words of power that I have, just so I don't miss any. All right, so we got 1 and 1. Yeah, to be honest, God Race is probably the best of these ones here. Because more health, I mean, it's fine, but it's not really that good, you know? Especially when you have, what's it called? Infinite items. This one's, in my opinion, is a waste. Like 50% like if you have a bunch of spare upgrades, yeah, go for it. But if not, then don't worry about it. From this one here, because you use the revolver so freaking much, I really suggest roulette would be the one to do. The shotgun, I mean, it's fine, but you don't ever really rely on it. So that's the word I'm going with here. Words of the lamp. This one's situational, but you don't necessarily have to get this one. 10% chance to stun enemies on flashlight boost. This one's pretty good. 25% chance to regaining a flashlight charge when killing an enemy. Yeah, 50% and then 75% I think it was. So that one I definitely recommend. Yeah, so God Rays is the one to go with here on Words of Fix. Again, if you don't want to do those specific upgrades, you don't have to. You're more than welcome to choose whatever you want, because at the end of the day, this is just the trophy and achievement guide, and your upgrade path does not affect your ability to get trophies and achievements. Here's another word of power, so the word of aid. Let's see here. Increases the hand flare's area effect by 13% and duration by 1 second. I don't know. I'll leave that one alone for now. Anything that increases healing items abilities, I don't really care for, especially with the upgrades we're getting. It's just no need for it. They're kind of useless given that, you know, we have infinite items basically. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. I definitely don't want to be running around with this in my inventory, so I'm gonna go drop this off right now. Let me just make sure I don't get lost. Yeah, that door, we're gonna need that door later on. That's gonna be a big, that's basically once we're done with the map. Like, that's when we come out of that door. Alright, let's go store some more items. The first aid kit, I almost never use them because there was never a need for them. So I just kind of dump them and forget. Store that there. Store this here. I'll keep one flare on me just in case. Oh, we can only carry 2 at a time. There you go. See, like even that game's considered a power item, I guess. Put this over here. Yeah, I'll hold on to one. It's just like, if I remember right, there's only one part in the game where you actually start using the AoE abilities and items, and that's towards the end. Like, for anyone that's already beaten this game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those that haven't, I am specifically referring to my personal favorite part of the game, which is the end. But I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously, but it is a situation where those items are
tunnels were a maze.
Mostly used.
The blood trail led me on.
Okay, so we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna check this area first just to make sure there's nothing here.
Another place to use in this story. I needed to search the tunnels for further visions. Inspiration for the story that would lead me deeper.
I think this is the part where if we write here, if we write the storyboard here,
I had
it'll...
a new idea for a scene. I changed the story. And with that, the dark place changed.
It's bad luck to be on this case. The cult can get you anywhere with that black magic shit. Let the day shift handle it.
The blood trail
What
disappeared
happened,
under the
anyway?
rubble.
Some Fed
I had
came
a
looking
feeling
for the
something
cult.
was waiting there.
It was a trap. A satanic
The federal
blood
agent had come here
sacrifice.
looking for
Anyone who
answers.
gets involved with the cult.
All he found was a
They're
fate
next.
worse than death.
I heard their leader is this famous writer, Alan Wake.
Okay, I'm gonna head back over here just to make sure I didn't forget anything. Alright, so we grab the light from here. Do we need the light here? No, we need the light here. Okay. So, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. So we need light there. There's an echo there. We're gonna get the light from here. Okay. Yeah, just making sure I'm not forgetting details. With Alan, there's no collectibles the same way that there is with Saga, like with lunchboxes and cult stashes. He doesn't have that, which is good because then it'd be a collect fest, and I would have probably disliked that a bit more. Oh, wait. Alright, we're good. I'm just looking around for items more than anything. Because these are all sections that once you pass them, you don't really come by. I think there might be a word of power here, actually. Let me go this way. Definitely grab these items before you go. Oh my goodness, I just got a mother load right now. Okay, I am holding on to way too much. I may get chased here, so I'm gonna
Another
run.
echo lingered here. A source of inspiration.
Yeah, there's a word of power here. There it is. Word of the lamp. Word of the lamp. Yeah, these are very good abilities.
Word is your research can help me, ma'am.
Okay.
What do you know?
There's more than one urban legend about the cult of the word. The murder cult used these tunnels for their ritual sacrifices. They say the cult reenacted the murders in Alan Wake's crime books. That Wake was even involved somehow, under a false identity. Mr. Scratch, which is, of course, a nickname for the devil himself.
It was disturbing finding myself in the story this way. But I was desperate, and it felt right for the story.
Just making sure this one's real. Yep, these are real. These are real. Oh my god.
Stuck in a loop. The words. Oh. You will never escape.
Come on, reload. Reload. There we go. Yeah. Here, actually. Oh, okay, yeah, there is a melee. Okay. I could have sworn there was a melee. So, situational in scenarios where you find yourself completely out of ammo, or you're just farming ammo, go into the combat area with no ammo, and just melee the enemies to death. And it's easier with Saga because she does get a charm that makes her melees a bit stronger. At least I'm pretty sure there is. Actually, let's go this way.
The water was gone. The way forward was open.
There is another safe zone coming up. The reason I'm hoofing it back is just whatever loot boxes there are around here. When you run by them, you want to make sure you're at close to 0 as possible so that you don't waste those items. And again, it's not necessary. It's just a little peeve of mine. Here, I think this one only goes up to 4. Okay, yeah, see? We're going to move this, put it over here. All right. How much health did I get? I'm at 50% health already. This is just with that upgrade, where just walking into a safe zone heals more, which basically means that like healing items for Alan are again unnecessary. So all those upgrades for superior healing per use of item, they're not really good. Like you're better off getting the other skills, like auto healing or healing per chance or something like that, you know. Look at this. Oh my goodness. See, this is how you break the game, man. Okay, the safe zone's on my right. It's in here. I think.
Hey, Alan. Tim Breaker. In case you don't remember again.
I know, Tim. I'm remembering more now.
It's good to hear, man.
How's your search for Mr. Door going?
It's not great. This dream we're in, putting a lot of roadblocks in my way.
So you think this is a dream?
I'm not ruling it out. You know, my dreams have always been incredibly vivid. They feel real until the second I wake up. In the dreams, I'm often someone else, a different person with a different name, living a different life in a different world. Alternate realities.
For those of you that never played the game, because that specific story he's talking about is called Quantum Break.
The sketch you have does look like the door I know.
It was before Remedy was able to get the rights back to the Alan Wake franchise from Microsoft. So they try to reboot their connected universe with Quantum Break, and then thankfully they got the rights back, so they were able to go back to Alan Wake 2 and look, as soon as they got the rights back, they pumped this out, and that is just like a thing of beauty in my opinion. Because I remember playing the first one, and don't get me wrong, it was a good game, but you can feel the touch of Microsoft in that game. And yeah, that's not, I mean, come on. Yeah, I haven't opened those yet, so I'm going to get the items that are in there. But yeah, like I said, you could feel the touch of Microsoft on those games. So if I take these pills, it'll pretty much heal me back up. Back to full health. Like just a smidge away from full health. I'm going to hold on to them. I'm going to stash away the extra items. And then we're going to run back. But yeah, you can feel the touch of Microsoft. And it's just like, just get the hell out of the way. You ain't wanted here. I'm gonna put these over here now. And at the time of this recording, Microsoft's doing some really just questionable choices, and they're saying very questionable choices. And I mean, I guess from a certain standpoint, I can kind of understand. I mean, to them, the gaming industry is like nothing. That's not where their money's being made at all in any way, shape, or form. So it makes sense why they really do not give a damn. It's just like, hey, let me just keep milking this market as long as possible for as long as possible, and then once I'm done with you guys, I'm gonna go back to what's really making me real money. So it's like, okay, I get it. Okay, I think that was it. Yes, that was it. All right. I may actually go back one more time because just the sheer amount of items that I have. I'm also gonna heal now. Now that I think about it, I am gonna heal now. All right. It's just way too many items I'm gonna be sitting on now. All right, let's put that in there, and then we're gonna move this over here. I mean, look at that. It doesn't look like a lot because it's a giant space, but 109 rounds of pistol ammo already. Like, I have to try to miss my shots now multiple times and then burn all the spares, and we're golden. We are golden. I've always found that really curious, though. Games that tend to have a storage system of some kind can always get exploited, and I'm not sure if that's normal. Like, if any of you guys that are watching this are developers and kind of know what's going on, you know, leave it in the comments below, because I've seen this with OG Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 4 Remake. I've seen it with oh shit. Resident Evil 4 Remake, obviously Alan Wake 2, Dead Space 2. It's just a bunch of games do this. Oh yeah, he's got a shield on. Come on.
I will show you. I ain't the words.
All right. I love this revolver, by the way. Okay, we got 2 item slots here. There might be a storage box up here. Let me just run up here real fast. Yes, there is. All right. I'm going to store everything. And the batteries. All right. Try to make it a habit to always quick save, just in case the power goes out on you or something. Look at that. Oh my, see, this is, like I said, if Nightmare plays the same way as any other difficulty, the experience should be about the same, to be honest. Holy hell, look at this. Almost 150 rounds. How crazy is that? Okay, so we only got 2 stacks of that item. Okay. I'm going to put another one here. I'll put the flares down here because they're pretty useless, to be honest. With Alan, at least. They have a little bit more usage with Saga.
The memory is fading like a dream.
Here, let me.
I had a new idea, a new story thread.
Okay, so it'll be right here in the middle. This is the next writer's journal.
I've been trying to shape the dark place around me, but so much fades away. Even my memory of the process, washed away by dark waves. But some things remain. The darkest, nastiest elements, like the murder site. It's my goal, a stepping stone to travel deeper to escape. Write a narrative that takes me there. Casey will lead me to it.
Sweet. Actually, I'm going to store more items now because I didn't realize that was there. I'm going to put the batteries here, all the pistol ammo here. It may even give me healing items, so I'm going to test that right now, see if it does it. Okay. Didn't give me healing items, but it did give me a lot more ammo. I'm going to put one of these away. We're going to put some more. Actually, let me put this here. See, but it's just things like this. Like, I don't even need this extra line of storage because it's just so much that you get in terms of inventory space and items that you're good to go. So that's it for the writer's journals and these chapters. So we don't have to worry about that anymore until like the next part.
Blocked my way forward, but it was here for a reason. It had a role to play.
I am looking for 2 things right now. Oh, there it is. There it is. By the way, I do not have complete knowledge of where all the writer's journals are. I'm sorry, not the writer's journals. The words of power. What the hell? Is that an enemy? think it's not. No, it's not. Right, back to what I was saying. I don't have all the words of power written down, so I don't know where they're all at. I'm just kind of going off of memory. Oh shit! Yeah, this game still gets me.
Maybe I had missed something on the plot board.
Here, I'm getting the word of power. It's like right here. Somewhere. There it is. Word of war found. I'm gonna go back and drop off these pistol rounds. Alright, so we're almost done with 3 full stacks of pistol ammo. We don't even have our secondary weapon yet with Alan. This is insane how strong you get with him. Like, actually, hold on. Where is the radio? Okay, that's done. Let's go to word of power. Okay, word of war. Okay, so this is kind of situational. Definitely do not get any upgrades for the flare gun. Like, I can't even remember an instance when I got the flare gun. Like, I mean, actually used the flare gun. The double barrel shotgun is a bit better for Alan simply because it's either the revolver or the shotgun for him. He doesn't really get a lot of options. And like I said, the flare gun, I don't remember ever using it, to be honest. Like, maybe when I just had so much that I never had to worry about the ammo anymore, I just said, fuck it, I'll use it. So this is situational. You can go with the revolver or the shotgun, and you're pretty much good to go. My personal issue with the revolver is that it's the last round in the chamber. Very rarely are you going to be, just going full clip unloaded on any situation, to be honest. Like, that's very rare. You probably won't be doing that. Whereas the shotgun, you're more than likely going to be using that when you are outnumbered. So that ability makes a lot more sense for that item. So again, if you're not entirely sure on what upgrade to get, you don't have to feel pressure to get them right then and there. Just save them. Like, the game isn't going to make you force you to use them until, never. Like, you just use them when you're ready to use it. All right, so that's the derailed train. I do remember this area here has 3 possible paths, and
I had to keep working on the story.
I don't remember if each path had to be explored, because it's the second option, the cult one, but you have to use to continue the story. The missing agent, I don't think it actually continues the story.
Hello? Anyone there? Dead.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go to the other path now.
The scene had changed. The cult poured the gasoline over the train car. An iron cage that would soon become a coffin.
Is that real? Yes, it is. Oh, crap. I think I missed. If I remember right, there is a trophy and achievement for those specific flare bombs. Taking them out in a certain way. Okay. I'm gonna look around and grab whatever I can from here.
This is where the history of the cult gets genuinely disturbing. The cultists track down the torchbearers living in the tunnels. They lock the poor folks up in a derailed subway car, douse it in gasoline. Yeah.
Charming.
It turns into a bit of a ghost story after that. They say the dark smoke from the fire still roams the tunnels searching for new victims to devour.
There are no happy endings in this city.
There is another word of power in here when you use the other
one of the scenes I found.
Actually, let me see if I can change it in here. Let's see here.
Lead for the story.
While I'm in here. Yep. Okay.
A sick and twisted story. But it worked. The subway car had become a burnt husk. I could get through it now.
Let me just make sure there's no word of power here. I think it was in this area. If not here, it may have been in one of the other plot devices. Actually, let me look at the map. Yeah, see? There's a secret here. I gotta use one of the other plot devices to get another word of power here. Jesus. I forgot about this scene. Another game, the other two horror games I gotta play is Silent Hill 2 Remake and Silent Hill F. I heard very good things about both. I did play OG Silent Hill 2 on the PS2 and Silent Hill 2 on... No, I'm sorry. I did not play OG Silent Hill 2. I played, oh my goodness, I forgot what it was called. The definitive edition, definitive version of Silent Hill 2. Basically the ports of the Xbox version on PS2. Like, that's the one that I played, which is very good. I really like that one. Let's go through here. Okay. Word of power down there. Okay. Should be good to go. So, there are situations where you do have to shoot stuff to break them. That is a moment. If you don't want to shoot, you don't have to. Obviously, if you've been following the trick I've been doing up until now, ammo is literally never an issue. Like, ever. So, you know, if you were just having trouble building ammo up until now, just start doing that and then you're good to go. So out of all of this, increase damage dealt to enemies at close proximity by 10% is the one to do. Like, it just, I mean, come on. Like, it's just, after everything we've seen and built so far, that is the one to do. You pair this with the shotgun ability, yeah. All right. There is another word of power here. I remember that. Let me just make sure I'm not forgetting anything. The way Alan's reloading, holding the... Oh, fuck. The way he's reloading, holding the freaking flashlight under his armpit, seems like a very bad idea. Like, I think out of... Hold on. I gotta make sure none of these guys are real. Okay. That's what I get for getting distracted. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, see, there's another word of power here. There it is. I see it. The word of fix. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Safe havens are basically like fully healing me now. Half my health upon just getting into a safe room. Like that is insane to me. Mind-boggling. All right. I'm gonna heal just because I have so much that I'm not really gonna worry about it anymore. Yeah, that's wasted items right there, but it's fine. I'm not really hurting for items anymore, and I don't really have to be as frugal. All right.
My
Oh look,
path was
there was a
blocked.
safe room here.
I had to find a way through. The lights would help me.
Oh wait. Remember the goal. We're gonna stash 1 battery. We're gonna stash all our ammo. Gotta move this, all of it, over here now. Put this over here. Stash all of this, because we don't need this anymore. This is now maxed out. And, yeah. Okay. Let me do a quick save. Yeah, we're good to go. This part can get a little tricky to navigate, so don't be discouraged if you get lost here, because there is a word of power here in these halls. I think it's like a little bit deeper in there. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Here, I think it'll restore. No, it won't let me put it back in. All right. That cleared a path. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was like, okay, wait a minute. Like, where does that lead? But we're good to go. We just gotta come back here, take this back out. Save again. There we go. Over here. Trying to remember. There is a world of power way back down there. But before I get too far ahead of myself, let me just check my map, because I want to make sure I'm not forgetting the rooms. Like to check rooms. Okay, so we need, so for this secret here, we need another scene. We haven't unlocked it yet. This one here we'll get as we exit this area from here. So we'll get that soon. This is a word of power. This is a secret, I think. And this is a word of power. That here is a word of power as well. Okay, so yeah, we're pretty much good. Okay. Let's get the word of power that's back here first. Do be careful here, because I can't see. Like, it's pretty damn hard to see here. Oh crap. This guy real? Yep. Okay. I saw a weapon. Okay. Yeah, but there's the word of power. Word of lamp found. Let me see here. There we go. So I think that was it. There's nothing else here. In terms of word of powers or items of value in this little corner here. Alright, let's reload. This the areas here get a little tricky as well. Like you gotta worry about navigating a little bit. It's not too bad, but you know, it is what it is. I don't think these double stack. Oh, they do. Okay, good. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, sweet. We're gonna keep going then. Yeah, so I'm not gonna trigger that yet because I think there might be some items around here. There's definitely something there. Gotta be careful. I'm getting distracted and... There it is. Okay. Alright, sweet. I think that's it in terms of words of power in the immediate area. Because that one there, it will get that forcefully in our path. Like, we can't miss that one. We don't have to really look for it. Okay. End of the line.
Echoing
You see.
Hall had a story to tell.
There may be an enemy here. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Now let me trigger this. I don't quite remember one of these little train carts here that when you trigger it, it moves you. And that's what I don't quite want yet. This one's moving. Okay. Okay, we're good. We gotta trigger the scene here. If I remember right, upon triggering it, we basically get ambushed, and we could choose to fight or not. Let me just make sure there's nothing collectible here. Okay, so we get 2 more item slots here. I'm sorry, 2 more item containers. I'm not gonna burn them yet. I'm gonna open them up in a bit. We do have to do.
Was important for the story.
Let's make sure there's no enemies here. Okay. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything else here on this. We're gonna go to Torchbearers. All right, I'm gonna trigger the last one. We're gonna end this segment.
The hole had changed into the murder cult's hideout. The cultists were close now, a dark presence rising from the depths.
The Fed had witnessed something here that made him run scared. Whether the summoning ritual had been a bona fide supernatural event or the mass psychosis of stark raving lunatics, it didn't change the facts. The cult was messing with things no one should mess with.
The
Okay.
ritual was a vital part of the story, the key to reaching the murder site. This new plot beat would carry me deeper into the story.
Let's switch it over.
This was dark, but the story had to be dark.
Your friends will meet him.
Okay, so I'm gonna come back for those items, just not quite yet. Because I'm probably gonna burn through some of them right now. Come on. Who is it? Is it you? I don't think he is real. He's real. Okay. I think I do die if I get hit again, so I am going to take it a little bit easier. Okay. Do I have any healing items? I do not. All right. Okay, so this is a good spot to open those boxes up now. Ammo's just low enough for me to be able to get more, and health is definitely low enough that I will get a healing item out of this. So I'm gonna open it up. There we go. Jesus, look at all that ammo. Okay, so I'm gonna try to heal back with the light, and if it doesn't work, then I will like if it's just too risky, if I can't make it back, then I'm gonna run and heal with the healing item instead of a. These both look fake. That one looks real. That one's real. That one's real. I missed that other shot. Okay, that one's real there. Okay. There we go. That's 50% of my health free heal right there. I'm not going to open that up because I do need that. Oh shit. He looks real as well. Go this way. He is real. So the original trick that I was recommending to be able to distinguish between the real ones and the fake ones, it looks like they may have patched it out originally, and it might have just been because like the earlier versions of the game, the enemies weren't as well programmed, but basically like real... Oh fuck, what the hell just hit me? Well, it didn't hurt me, but it swung at me. Was it this guy? No, it wasn't this guy. Anyway, what I was trying to say was that it's fake. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there's a save point right here, so that's why I'm not freaking out too much about this. Another word of power. So we got to come back for this, the one in the train. And give me a second. There's probably some more items in here. I am just trying to run through this because I need to get to that save point.
Turns out the cultists weren't the only ones using the tunnels. Hidden graffiti signs mark secret routes. Hearing underground burn barrels, an underground society of think outsiders, hidden knowledge. Typical New York.
There's a lot of enemies here. Oh crap. Oh, god damn it. I try not to risk it because dumb things tend to happen, but alright. Let's do this again. Boom, 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 boom. It's gonna start me from the... Yeah, from here. Okay. This guy was real, for sure. Remember that. There was another one that reacted a little bit funny. Oh, crap. Gotta reload. Okay. Still have the light that I took from here earlier. All right, sweet. Luckily, if you actually attack an enemy when he has his shadow armor on, you still break it. Oh god damn it. I dodged too early. That's fine. I was coming back because this is why it's also a good thing to not open everything up too early. Because what you end up doing is if you die like I did there, you basically lose access to those items. And it's not the end of the world, obviously, but especially with the method that I've shown you and you can easily replicate. It's just that, you know, sometimes you just don't want to struggle. So having those items just 100% guaranteed, readily available, makes your life way, way easier. Here, let me heal again. Do I have any healing items? I have a health pack. Yeah, that'll fully heal me. That's one down. That one may be real. One of these three is real. Okay, we're good. What am I doing again? Coming this way. Okay, so so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go save and drop off these excess items. I don't need to. You don't need to if you don't want to. I do recommend it though if you want to keep storing enemies. I mean, not enemies, items. It's just that I'm carrying way too much, and I don't need this much. So
The new
turn.
story beat fit the story perfectly.
This one may be real. I kind of wish that once you unlock a word of power, it disappears. Like you don't have to see it every 5 seconds. But it's fine, I guess. I'm gonna put all of this here. I'm gonna take 1 pack of pills and I'm gonna use that now. Okay. Actually, let me look at my upgrades too. Now that I have an ability to upgrade. Words of War. Oh wait, we haven't touched that yet. Words of the Gun. Yeah, that's a really good. This is another good one. Yeah, holy hell. I guess in this situation, Torchbearer would be the better option because, as you've seen, look at that. I'm basically full health, and I haven't used any of the superior healing items, and I got a stupid amount of healing items queued up. So let me reset the story so we can go back to where we need to go. Summoning ritual. That's gonna be close. I gotta go this way.
This was something out of a horror story, but I had to keep going.
So it looks like the enemies don't actually drop items with Alan. I think it's only with Saga. That's how you're able to farm a lot of ammo with her. Actually, I'm gonna pause right now real fast and I'll get right back to the game. Alright. So let's get on with this. Took a quick little break. Just had to eat some stuff and now I'm back at it. This one may be an enemy. Try not to get snuck up on like I did last time. Did I grab this? Yeah. Okay. There are enemies here, so I gotta be careful. Take out as many as I can before I move up. That way I don't have to worry about getting hit in the back like I did last time. Wait, it's backwards.
Turns out the cultists weren't the only ones using the tunnels. Hidden graffiti signs marked secret routes. I kept hearing whispers around burn barrels of an underground society of mystic outsiders with hidden knowledge. It's in New York.
Okay, who's next? Come on. Who's next? This might be another one.
Story is a monster.
Okay. Alright, we're good. Let me just make sure I got all the treasures. Well, not the treasures, the pickups. Oh my goodness, look at all. Again, look at my inventory. This is just overkill. Another word of power. Alright, let me dump everything away. Alright. Let me see what the new word of power is. Okay, so at this stage, Wheels Within Wheels is actually very good because now, yeah, 100% every time. That's like the order things should be unlocked. Okay. Before I go, let me just double check the map. We will come back for this right now. We'll exit right here. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're gonna grab this right now. This secret. Yeah, those words of power confuse me. Like when, even though I picked them up, I gotta keep like a mental note that I picked them up. Yeah, we gotta run back in this direction. It's a quick save just in case. Now we go back up here. Again, you don't have to do this. This is completely optional. But I do recommend you do it now because it's a pain in the butt to get back here later. So make sure you're in here. Switch this over to summoning ritual. And we should get the word of power here.
I can figure this out on the plot board.
I think.
Fuck.
Did I do this right? Okay, let me try the other one.
This thread fit the scene.
Torchbearers. At least I'm fairly certain there's
Create something terrible in the scene, but it's what the story needed.
Maybe there isn't another. There is no other word of power here. To be honest, doesn't really matter. Like this. Should I hold on? Let me just make absolute certain. Okay. We're good. I think nothing else to find here, to be honest. Oh yeah, whoops. Just making sure. Okay. So yeah, we can finish this act now. From this, because the end of this chapter gives you the freedom to choose how to play the game, either focus on Saga's story or focus on Alan's story, and then once you reach their climax, you go to the other character until you get to the finale of the game. You can pretty much choose to play the game however you want in terms of who you want to play first.
They'd love to be.
Let me go here.
The cultists laid the Casey novel onto the altar with reverence. Their twisted Bible.
Okay, this is the end of the chapter now. I thought I set it to autocomplete. It's fine either way.
I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone. The tunnel was open now. Shit.
We just gotta run this and finish the level here. It resets us anyway, back to the beginning of the stage. And we can get the final word of power.
The dark presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
Back to what I was saying, you can hold on, can I go through here? Maybe not. You can complete the game however you want in terms of characters. So don't feel like you have to follow the specific route that I'm doing, which is I'm gonna alternate. So once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go with Saga, finish her chapter, then switch to Alan. I'm gonna go back and forth. Mostly because the story kind of reaches a more natural end when you follow that route. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why the game didn't let me continue. Probably bugged out or something. Yeah, but anyway, that's how I'm going to play it. If you feel like you want to focus on one character over the other, I will try to leave notes on the videos. Obviously, it'll be in post-production, not during the moment that I'm recording them. But I'll leave comments.
Somehow the victim's heart was the key.
I'll leave comments and texts about where that specific part is going to continue. So let me just skip this part here. Let's go here.
Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act.
All right. And now we're over here. Yeah, and this is where we're gonna get that word of power there. Yeah, that's it. Alright, we're good. Can I grab him here? There we go. Ward of the gun. There we go. Beautiful. We're done with this chapter now.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Actually, make sure there's no new loot here. I always get in the habit of checking old loot boxes and containers just in case. 9 out of 10 times you'll already have collected it, but it's always good to get in the habit of rechecking your steps.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Okay, just gonna make a quick save here. Give it a quick check. Alright, so we have a word of power over here, and we have a word of power over here. Let me grab this word of power, and then I'll grab this one. Trying to remember, because I know the game is not gonna bring us back in this direction here anymore. So if we grab the word of power here, we're good to go. I think we have to climb up here. There's the word of power. Perfect. Might be a chest here too. Yep, there it is. Alright, let's check what I got. The word of war. Yeah, this is a scenario where you're pretty free to choose whatever you want. I think we might get enough words of war to get 6 points. So fill out 2 trees. Again, the flare gun, in my opinion, is really not worth it. Like investing any points into it at all. Simply because it's just, you get it pretty late. It's also not that strong in terms of what it can do. Okay, so the arrow's this way. Oh crap. He's fake. He's real. No, he's not. Okay. I was pointing that way. I can kind of see the word. Don't know if I can grab from down here though. See, that's the main reason why I don't recommend that ability set where the last shot in the revolver does more damage. You purposely have to drop your ammo count down to like the lowest possible. Word of action is found. Alright, we're good. Word of action. Yeah, see that right there is just a godsend.
Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was...
Time to go up. But yeah, like I mentioned before, the video, I'm gonna follow a alternating chapter path. There won't be unless there's something very specific. Yeah, so after initiation 3 on haunting, that's when we basically
Set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. The symbol. Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
okay.
Alice's memory card.
There's no collectibles in here, by the way. It's just lore items, if you're interested in only finding lore.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist.
Alice.
And then I met Alan.
This is a photo of Scratch.
He had a good thing.
How did Alice get this?
We were both dedicated by our...
Is he stalking her?
The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots. Created covers for his books.
Okay.
I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other.
Let me see if I can skip this. Oh, I can. Good.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her.
Actually, I just remembered I do need a
I sat in the
image
writer's room and wrote a
for a
story.
thumbnail for part 2
Initiation.
of my video.
To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out.
I'll use this one.
The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere.
Yeah. So this is also where the game tells us that we can switch back and forth between the characters.
It's insane. And there's so much of it. Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch.
Well, that's interesting. Okay. Graphical glitch, okay. You gotta pet the deer.
Some deer.
Let me put that on the map, actually. Yeah, we need those deers for, I believe it's a charm. The charm you get from it is actually pretty damn good. Okay, so I'm going to quickly just scan around here. Yeah, we're good to go. Okay, so the game's going to say we can switch back and forth between stories now. This stage, right? Oh, actually, here, we're going to do this. We need to start hoarding all of our parts for, yeah, so see these rocket flares? That's a single use item for, I'm sorry, limited availability item for, Saga. Whereas for Alan, it's the, flash grenades. This is a pretty useless charm. I mean, so you already have two coughing mug charms. They're pretty useless, so I recommend you break them when you get the chance. Move. Take two of these. Get rid of the propane tanks. Get rid of the first aid. Okay, so you can only carry 2 first aids. Okay, got it. I'm gonna move this a little bit here. Okay. Okay, so it's not letting me switch over to Alan right now. We gotta play a little bit more. I'm gonna keep playing this video until we get to the segment where the game tells me I can switch back and forth. Oh, that's right.
Keep questioning him.
Yeah, let me go to the
Wake just gave us a lot of information.
To the board. We're gonna use the board. Okay, nursery rhymes. Get rid of these. What is this? These are Cauldron Lake. No, I guess not. Okay. Okay.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called...
Okay, we gotta use all of the segment. Okay. Okay.
That's not right. The Dark Place. A dimension that's home to monsters.
Okay. What is this? Case closed.
Nightingale goes was missing for 13 years.
I missed the clue. Where did Nightingale go? Yeah, it's the one that I couldn't pick up on the that one. Hold on.
Wake has a double. Wake said the cult has the clicker.
The one by the site, the starting site. I might have missed it and just locked out. It's not essential though. Okay, this question.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Okay, now we can switch back and forth between the two. I think. Yep. Switch realities. Okay, sweet. So this is now where you can start switching back and forth between the story you want to play. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be switching back and forth between Saga and Alan. So one chapter, one chapter, one chapter, one chapter. I'm going to keep doing that until we pretty much beat the game.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them. I remember writing.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Let's go back to the keysboard.
No.
I'm the only one who understands the forces behind this. I can help you.
No, that's not how this works. You're a civilian, and we don't do right laws.
Hello, and welcome to Copy World, Bojangles, Washington.
Okay, so let me make a note of this as well. This is one of the commercials we need. This is right at the start of chapter 4. Well,
So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin. Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express.
we do have to watch this. We can't skip it.
Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your copy with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats copy. Seriously, it's not amusing. Take in amazing views from the slow.
I'm just gonna make a quick cut here.
I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun. And finish off at our beautiful gift shop. seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll jaw a great time.
This is the third time I've requested something be done
All right.
about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all...
I swear I brought my full kit along. Jules, you didn't forget to pack the EMF reader, did you?
Why would I pack your gear? I've got my own to worry about.
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for?
Alright, so I made the quick cut and now I'm back here to Bright Falls. Before we leave and continue the story in Watery, you're going to want to run back to the diner here. We're going to unlock another of the commercials. You can get it later on if you wanted to, but it's just better to get each of these commercials out of the way as soon as you can. There it is. I'm not getting any audio, so I'm just going to make a quick cut here. Alright, there we go. That's the next commercial. So at this stage, I'm going to continue playing as Saga. But I'm going to make a quick save before we continue on to Watery. Actually, scratch that. I'm going to end this run here. And we'll continue the chapter for Watery in another video.
Anything else I can help you with, sir? Would you like a compliment?
Okay. Past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.